logs. We are going to learn a new log. So far we've done log base 10. We've done log base 3, base 5. Yeah, why do you gotta be the spoiler alert? What's going on here? He spoiled it for everyone. All right, we're gonna do natural logs. Natural logs. So if you look at your you're gonna need your calculator for this lesson. So if you want to get that out, that'd be great. If you look at your calculator on the left side, oh, it's over here actually. On the left side, you see log, which we've been using, but right underneath of that, you see what? ln. See that ln button? Button on your calculator called ln, which stands for natural log. I know it's reversed. It's logs natural. I don't know. All right, ln. So what is a natural log? Well, we know that if you have y equals the log of x, we know that that has base 10. That's called a common log. It's called the common log. If you have y equals log base 3 of x, we know that that is base 3. We have base 5 and 7 and 10 and 9 and whatever, any base you want. Now today you're going to have y equals ln x. What that is that is going to be a log of base e. Remember e? Remember pert? So that's going to be that number e that we learned this chapter. So natural log has base e. Okay? You can think of it like this. Log base e of x. Nobody ever writes it like that. This is equal to natural log of x. It's called the natural log. It has base e. And with this natural log, all of the log properties work, evaluating, solving. We're going to do all of it with natural log instead of regular log. Okay? So here we go. First part. We're going to learn how to evaluate a natural log. Evaluate. Now, if I asked you to evaluate, for example, log base 2 of 2. Log base 2 of 2. What is the log base 2 of 2? It's 1. What's the log base 10 of 10? It's 1. What's the log base 5 of 5? It's 1. Okay? So, what is the natural log of e? It's 1. Okay. That right there is really important. Why is it that? Well, what's the base? E to the what equals e? 1. Right? What's this over here? It's 1. So 1. And I always like to say that's Lenny. Lenny, he's just a little baby. Lenny's 1. And then you remember it because it's annoying. Like, oh, little Lenny, there he is. He's 1. He's always 1. Yeah, you're not impressed. But Lenny is 1, and that's a good way to remember it. Okay, so here we go. Let's do some. We're going to evaluate. Number 1. Let's evaluate the natural log of e to the 3rd power. All right, there's 2 ways that you can do this. Well, there's 3. You can plug that into your calculator, but guess what? This is going to be on the non-calculator section, so that's off the table. Cereal. Yeah, no tricks. All right. Now, this one, there's 2 ways to do this. One is you can use your log properties. What log property do you have that you can use here? What can you do with that 3? You can bring it down, right? You can move it down and it becomes 3 times Lenny. So which is 3 times 1, which is 3. Okay? That's one way to do it. Another way to look at this problem is to use your exponents, right? What's the base on natural log? E. So e to the what? Because remember, I'm getting an exponent. I'm still trying to find an exponent. E to what exponent gives me e to the 3rd? 3. They have to be equal to each other. Okay? So there's 2 ways to do that problem. I prefer the first way. I prefer to move that down, do it that way. So number 2. What if you had 12 times the natural log of e squared? And you're asked to evaluate this. Okay? These aren't that bad. They're not that hard. They're pretty quick too. So what I would do personally is I would take that 2 and I'd move it out front. And everything gets multiplied together. So I end up with 2 times 12 times Lenny, which is 24. That's it. Okay? Those are going to be on the quiz. Another one. Number 3. Bless you. How about 2 natural log of e over 7? What's the answer here? No calculator. 2 over 7. Yeah. Natural log is 1. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 sevens. Stop it. Bless you. Bless you. Okay, pretty good? You like these? They're not bad. Now, if I did ask you to do something like this, number 4. That's not a 4. Number 4, the natural log of 5. Okay, the natural log of 5, I would have you use your calculator and you would round to 4 decimal places. All right? So, because you can't solve that. E to the what gives me 5. Remember, E is like 2.718. You can't solve that in your head. But your calculator will do it for you. So you go to your calculator and you find the ln button. See the natural log button? It's right there. Yeah? So you do natural log of 5 and hit enter. So you get about 1.6094. And I have you, yeah, rounding 1 decimal place. But the ones that you can do by hand will be on the non-calculator part of your quiz. So tomorrow you have 2 sections. You'll have a non-calculator part and then a calculator part. Okay, so evaluating is pretty good. I feel like you got a good grip on that. Let's do now properties. With logs, we have 3 properties. And those properties apply to any log of any base. So natural log, those are the same properties. So if I do something like this one, number 5, I'm going to write as a single log. I want to rewrite these as one single log. So I'm going to have a bunch of logs. They're all going to be natural logs, and I want to get them all together as one natural log. So let's do a few of these. Here we go. Let's do 2 natural log of 3 minus the natural log of 10. So we're not going to evaluate this, okay? We're not finding a number. We want to use our properties to write this in terms of one single log, using our properties. Now there's 2 properties in this problem. There's the property that tells me that I can move this 2 up to here, and there's also the property that tells me when I'm subtracting, I'm really dividing my logs, okay? So here we go. We're going to do one single log, natural log. I'm going to put the 2 up there, and it's 3 squared is 9. Minus means divide by 10. So this is really the natural log of 9/10. Don't write 2 logs. Don't write natural log of 9 over natural log of 10. See what the problem says? Bless you. It says to write it as a single log. Single is 1. Okay? Single Awareness Day was yesterday. All right, let it be. Here we go. How about this one? 3 natural log of x minus 2 natural log of y. Okay, let's rewrite that in one single log. One single log. Now, I see some of you guys are not paying any attention to me. You're on your iPads, and there's a quiz tomorrow, so I would not recommend that. And then you'll come in, you'll be like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, yeah, you were on your iPad the whole time. Exactly. Okay, here we go. You know who you are. You do. I'm not going to call you out. I'm not going to call you by name. You know who you are. All right, here we go. 3 goes up here. This becomes natural log of x cubed divided by y squared. Did you get that before I did?
People sometimes confuse the ln and the 1 sometimes.
Yes. Okay, yeah. Sometimes that looks like a 1. I've written it like that before, like in cursive. So that's better. Okay, I'll start writing it like that for you. Let's do one more. Let's do this one. 5 natural log of m, we'll just use a different variable for fun, plus 3 natural log of p plus natural log of 10.
There's more letters than numbers.
I know, that's algebra. Yeah. Yes. All right, so rewrite this as one single log. Try it. It's okay if you get it wrong. Not tomorrow, it's not okay, but today it's okay. Tomorrow, you know, it's the big quiz. It's just a regular quiz, it's not big. It's, well, kind of. It's one page non-calculator and one page calculator. So technically that's like a front and back quiz. No staple. All right, here we go. One natural log. You write one and you don't write a whole bunch of them, okay? This becomes m to the 5th, p to the 3rd, and then times 10. I don't like that. I like to write the 10 out front. It doesn't matter. I would write it like that. It'd be okay. I can't do it. I just can't.
You don't have to solve it.
No, yeah, you're just rewriting it. Okay, now let's go the other way. Let's do, what number are we on? 4? 3. 6. Oh, no, I did this one as number 5. Oh, yeah, 6. Okay, you're right. Number 6. Let's go the other way now. Let's expand the log. So let's do natural log of 5 square root y. This one's tricky. It's a good one. Okay, this one has 2 terms in here. It has a 5 and a square root y. So I'm going to end up with 2 logs, okay? These are being multiplied together. So I'm going to rewrite this as natural log of 5 plus the natural log of the square root of y, but then I can rewrite that as, what is the square root of y written in exponential form? Y to the 1/2. So what can you do with that 1/2? Bring it to the front, and that would be your answer there. Tricky, huh? That was a little tricky. Too tricky for you? Sure. Yeah, that's why I did it. There's a square root on the quiz tomorrow. All right, letter C. All right, 2 more parts. We're almost there. Oh, we're halfway. You're right. All right, let's do some natural log equations. Natural log equations. So how'd you do on the equations last night with logs? Pretty good? So-so? Yeah? These are just natural log, okay? So the base is e. That's the only difference. So here we go. Number 7. Let's take the natural log of 3x plus 1 equals 5. And we're going to solve, and we're going to round to 4 decimal places, or 3. Let's round to 3. I have you rounding to 3 tomorrow, so let's get ready for that. All right, so here we go. The first step that you need to do, you need to isolate the log part. Right here, this is the natural log of 3x. I need to get that 1 over to the other side. So I start by doing that, okay? So we have the natural log of 3x equals 4. Don't divide by 3. Don't do weird stuff with this log. What you're going to do now is you're going to have base e to both sides. Well, you kind of raise that and you raise the 4.
Is there a homework assignment?
Oh, there's homework tonight, of course, yeah. There's a worksheet and there's book work. The worksheet we're going to do together. If we get, yeah, we'll get to it.
Listen to this.
Maybe.
I have practice from 3 to 5 and Broadway from 6 to 9.
Wow, and then homework.
And then homework. So far I don't do
But
it. That's why.
Broadway, are you practicing for the whole 3 hours, or can you like sit there and?
Unfortunately, yes.
No.
Yeah, no, it depends on what part you're
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
It's tough. Yeah, you'll get it done.
we actually just dropped the
Yeah.
class.
No, because you'll be in Broadway next year, and then you've come this far. You don't want to drop now.
I do.
Okay, maybe so. All right, here we go. Now, e to the natural log, those will, you know, I don't like to say it, but they kind of cancel each other out. It's true. So you end up with 3x equals e to the 4th. And the rest is calculator. Okay, so take your calculator and do e to the 4th. Do you remember where the e button is? And then divide by 3. So e to the 4th. Usually I hit enter just to make sure it's in there. And then divide by 3. And so you get about 18.199.
You have to
My shoes got a hole in it.
Please.
Yeah, round to 3 decimal places. Okay, number 8. You try one now. You want to try one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So with the ln, the e is always
Yes. With ln, it's always base e. So, number 8. Let's do 2 times the natural log of 8x equals 1. You try this problem. Okay? Shh. You try it. Solving. You're solving for x. We're trying to find out what that would be to do 2 times natural log 8 times a number gives me 1.
Is calculator on?
Yes. Do you know what your first step is? Divide by 2. Does that help? You can.
Yeah, why would
I
you
think
do
that, but do you really want an x squared to solve? Probably not.
So wait, question.
But you'll get it though. You'll get the same answer if you do it that way. Yes?
Can you always choose to divide instead of raising it to the power?
Nope, not
Only if
always.
it's a 2? Only if it's a
Yeah,
2?
if it's only one term on this side, you can. But if there's more than one, then you can't just divide that by 2 because you have to divide everything by 2.
There's more than one right there.
No, this is one term.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, so you divide by 2 to start off with. And you don't have to. You can make it 8x squared. That'll work. All right, now I'm going to go ahead. Okay? You're not dividing by e. You're really, see, the opposite or the inverse of a log is exponents. So I'm raising this to those exponents. And I get 8x equals e to the 1/2. The rest of it's just calculator. So I'm going to go with e to the 1/2 divided by 8. And you should have gotten 0.206. Anybody get that? Yes. That's close. It's pretty good. 0.206, about. Okay, let's do one more of these, and then we'll move on to the last part. Number 9. Let's solve this one. Natural log of 5x minus 1 equals 2. Now, am I allowed to add 1 to the other side? No. It's in parentheses. This natural log has it captive right now and it won't let go. Okay? So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to, yes, is I want to raise both sides. I want to put e as the base. And e to the ln of e will cancel out, leaving me with 5x minus 1 equals e squared.
Who is E?
E is a number.
Was it 10?
No. E is, if you ever want to find out what E is, you can actually go to your calculator and hit E, enter. It's an irrational number. It's like someone asks you, what's pi? You know pi is, you know, it,
over 155?
yeah, it goes on forever. So does E. E does too. Just the same thing. It's not as famous as pi. All right, then you're going to add 1. Add 1, so you get 5x equals e squared plus 1, and then divide by 5. So I don't know how you want to put this in your calculator. You can do e squared, maybe hit enter, plus 1, enter, and then divide by 5. And that'll get you there. And you end up getting 1.678. Yes? Okay, last part. The last part is now we're going to do some exponential equations involving natural log. Okay? We've done exponential equations before, and you always take the log of both sides. But if your base is e, then what you should do is you should take the natural log of both sides. Okay? I'll show you how that works out. It works out really, really good. So if you have base e in any of your equations, take the natural log of both sides to get rid of it. So here we go. I've got like 3 more or something. Number 10. Let's start off easy. Easy. E to the x equals 3. All right. You could use guess and check, but you know what? You're going to run out of time. You don't want to do that. You want to solve this. You want to solve this equation. So, e is the base, x is my exponent. This is an exponential equation. I'm going to take the natural log of both sides. So this is what I do. Natural log of e to the x equals natural log of 3. Don't forget, whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. Now, where does that x go?
On the outside.
It moves down. Remember, that's my favorite property for a reason. So you get x times the natural log of e equals the natural log of 3. Now, do you remember what I told you about today, the beginning? What's Lenny? He's 1. Lenny is 1.
Is it?
Yeah, always. He never grows up. Lenny is always 1. So then you get x equals the natural log of 3. Go to your calculator, and you get about 1.099.
Is there a different button for natural log?
There is. ln. It's on your calculator.
I already said that.
I did. You were on your iPad at that time, so.
I was playing
Oh,
games.
good. You were playing games. All right, number 11. Here we go. 3e to the x plus 2 equals 15. Now, I made this one a little step up, a little harder. Okay? So here's our exponential equation with base e. And it's just like our old exponential equations where you have to isolate that power. So we want to do what first? Anybody know? Just take a guess. Divide by 3. You got to get rid of that 3 there. See it? You got to divide by 3.
So you
E to the x plus 2, very good, equals 5. Okay. Now we can't subtract 2, it's up there, it's an exponent. So what we can do though is take the natural log of both sides of our equation.
That's beautiful.
It is. It's amazing. Okay? Once you take the natural log, and you know what, a lot of people when they get these wrong, it's because they forgot to take the natural log of 5, but you have to do it to both sides, okay? And then that x plus 2 moves down to the front and becomes x plus 2 times Lenny. And there he is again. He's so cute. He's just 1. Do you like 1-year-olds?
Wait,
They're
why-
so cute.
Wait, why could you just move that up?
That's the property.
You can just do that? Oh, yeah.
On a log or a natural log, you can move that down to the front. That's one of our 3 properties. Okay, so Lenny's 1. So I get x plus 2 times 1 is just x plus 2. And then all I have to do is subtract 2 to the other side, and I'm there. So when you go to your calculator and do this, you need to make sure that you do the natural log of 5, close parentheses. Okay? It's the natural log of 5 and then minus 2. Or you can hit natural log of 5, enter, then subtract 2, and you should get, ooh, a negative answer today of 0.391. Okay, you're going to have some of these on your quiz tomorrow.
I'm confused
Mhm.
with Len, with the LN.
Yes, that's when you were on your iPad and you weren't listening, but I did say that LNE is equal to 1.
Yeah, I understand. I heard what you said.
Yes. So why is it equal to 1? I explained that at the beginning of the notes. That was when, see, natural log has a base of e.
Oh, okay, I get it.
And if I do e to the 1, it equals e to the 1. So Lenny's always 1. Even your calculator knows Lenny's 1. Lenny. Natural log of e, 1. It's not trash. Oh. Oh, you weren't talking to me. Okay, good. All right. Oh, no, definitely not. Last one. A cool dozen problems today. There were more than that. Last one.
Baker's dozen.
8. Yes, isn't that weird? 8 minus 3e to the x over 2 is equal to negative 4.
Oh,
Whoa, this is tough. There's a lot going on here, huh? Yep, kind of like Johnny Weir's outfit last night. There was a lot going on. All right, so here we go. We're going to first subtract 8.
exactly.
Yep. So you get negative 3e to the x over 2 equals negative 12. Perfect. So far, so great. Now, Divide both sides by -3. Perfect. You got it. You get e to the x over 2 equals 4. Okay, so that first part was just algebra. It's like Algebra 1 stuff that you learned in 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, wherever you learned it. Now, here comes the Algebra 2 stuff. This is the stuff we did today. We have base e. We're solving an exponential equation. We have to log both sides, but we want to natural log both sides. So here we go. Natural log of e to the x over 2 equals natural log of 4. Yes, here's my favorite part. That x over 2 moves down. I even make its own color for that because it's fun. So x over 2 times Lenny equals natural log of 4. And Lenny, there he is. He's having his birthday cake. He's still 1. X over 2 equals natural log of 4. You got it already? All right, so if you're going to do it, you're going to go natural log of 4. I'd probably hit enter. And then multiply everything by 2. See this? I got to multiply both sides by 2. And you get, yeah, 2.773.